Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
the sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Once again, asking for your financial support.
Disgusting.
We're coming like a fucking undercut.
you're killing me, man!
And we drop thousands of dollars down on the fans.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
I gave him a lot of money. Because I gave him a lot of money.
the sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Midnight Show. Excuse me. Good evening, everybody. No, now we good? We're good? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Midnight Show. It is July 30th, 2020. This month has cruised on by. It's almost as if nothing ever happened. Yeah, I had my bot going. I was doing my work for... Yeah, I shouldn't even joke. I got a voice modulator now. I can do all sorts of shit. I'll give you an example now. I can mute my mic whenever I use it, but we got that shit going. Let me see. What do we got? We got the music going. I think. No, it is on mute. Let me go ahead and fix that. Boom. Give us a little bit of background noise. It's been a minute, Chad. I just saw the other day, the last Midnight Show was on the 21st? Holy fuck, I've been slacking, guys. So I apologize for that. I've just been putting more work into a bunch of other random shit, the Crockpot mostly. I finally got my video editing software fixed for the last week. Okay, it was only a few days, but I couldn't hear the audio when I was editing, and I just threw it up. I said, fuck it. Less metal? Is it playing metal? What do we have? What do we have going? Oh, it's the compilation. That's right. It's everything. Hard to hear me. Turn down that. You know what I think it is, honestly? I know that was my hand on the mic, so I apologize. My mic is on full blast. Let me check something real quick before we get into shit. How you doing, Chad? That's not what I was looking for. Okay, mic is good, it looks like. I think I know what the problem is. I think the noise gate is once again a little too strict. Yeah, I can see it not working all that well. There. So it should be a little bit better now. There's a weird delay. It's kind of driving me crazy.
How's it going? Is this not a bit? It's all a bit, basically. It sounds like I'm in witness protection.
Okay, so I even closed the program. So this is just what my voice sounds like now, I guess. so it should be off.
You're okay now? Okay. I have a bunch of different programs. Yeah, but I guess it stayed on until I opened the program again and shut it down. So I don't know what was going on. Fixed it and then fucked it up again. My mistake. They got to me. They replaced me with a glowing version. But anyway, yeah, not a whole lot going on. I just been hanging out, working here and there, working on some things around the house. But apparently the internet has been moving along really quickly. I've missed a few things. A lot of shit going on. Good now. Leave it like this. All right. So I saw somebody ask me, was I supposed to go on with PPP today? Was it a bit? Because it's hard to tell sometimes, right? Yeah, I was actually supposed to go on with him today. Some IRL shit dragged on. And then my phone died on top of that. So just, the perfect storm. But to be quite honest, I would have been low energy earlier. It wouldn't have been that good. So probably best for us to do that another time. Oh, I was wondering what that was. I gave you guys an ad. I'm sorry. That was an unironic accident. Because the last time I was doing this, they had all that shit disabled. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. Hold on. I'm going to go on this guy. Never mind. Okay, I got to refresh because it won't let me exit out of that window. You see, guys, technical support is live 24/7, and you get to watch it live on YouTube. How lucky are you? Don't do it ever? Man, that's no fun. See, it's sort of like with the Kumite and the kill stream. I always just show up when people ask me. As long as I feel up to it. I don't always feel up to going on shows.
I am
but
so mad!
Hell, Tonka could email me and say, "Hey, bud, do you want to come on to the Kumite or Honky Time?" I'd say, "Yeah." If I had time, if I wasn't working, I didn't have shit to do. Yeah, I'll show up. Fuck it, why not? I don't hold a grudge against any of these people, despite what some people think. I've been hearing. Somebody sent me a clip. I'm not nearly as petty as some other people are out there in this world. Perhaps the people who think that other people are that petty are the ones that are actually the petty ones. I hold no grudge against any of these people. I see them as characters. Like, it would be, for me, right? Let's take Ethan Ralph, for instance. Does anybody hate Roman Reigns? I mean, I'm sure some people do, but do people hate the Washington Redskins? Okay, probably a bad example. Does anybody hate Tom Brady? Okay, that's, again, chat, do you know what point I'm trying to make? I'm picking every worst example, but Domina, no, that was my impression. Is I wasn't even it didn't move the needle for me at all, being like mad or outraged. It just made me feel bad for them. Like, just hearing two grown-ass individuals behind a $50 paywall just complain like that, it was pathetic. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. It was just quite honestly pathetic. So yeah, that's really it. Ralph actually mentions you on the show these days. Man, the show must be slow. I'm fucking irrelevant. Besides watching like PPP and Godwinson occasionally and mentioning shit offhand in live streams, I mostly stay out of shit. I don't really talk to anybody. Some stuff I say gets clipped out, and I'm fine with that. I speak my mind on the show, always have. Put my foot in my mouth once or twice. Burned a few bridges. Such is life. But shit, I didn't realize he was so mad. Sorry. I half mean that, by the way. It always sucks when things have to go down this route. No one likes to see, no one get along. I mean, for the entertainment of chat, it is better, right? But, I wish that guy no ill will. And he seems to think that, and I will say that there are some people that do have a legitimate animosity against the guy, but I'm not one of them. That doesn't mean I'm not going to, PPP hits, hey, you want to come on the stream? Sure, but it could make for a fun time. It could be funny. Sure, let's go on. I'm secretly pulling all the strings with the help of CRP. Busted. Absolutely busted. But, yeah, if you guys are having a good time, and the whole point, especially when internet bloodsport started taking off, the whole point was to make all of this interesting for you guys and not to take anything too seriously. Like, people joke on everybody all the time. It's not personal at all. That having been said, it's been fun to watch everything kind of happen. Just watching how everything's playing out. What was it? Let me read back chat a little bit. So I do have news stories, but to be quite honest, I think you guys would be more interested in hearing my take from all of this because people have been asking for it. But we'll run through a few things real quick. So here we have a statement from the press secretary regarding implementation of President Trump's executive order on preventing online censorship. He's finally addressing Section 230. So we'll go ahead and read this right here. On Monday, the Department of Commerce, as directed by President Donald J. Trump's executive order on preventing online censorship, filed a petition to clarify the scope of Section 230 on the 1996 Communications Decency Act. Make sure it has the right thing up. Yeah. The petition requests that the Federal Communications Commission clarify that Section 230 does not permit social media companies that alter or editorialize user speech to escape civil liability. That petition also requests that the FCC clarify when an online platform curates content in good faith and requests transparency requirements on their moderation practices similar to the requirements imposed on broadband service providers under the Title I of the Communications Act. President Trump will continue to fight back against unfair, un-American, and politically biased censorship of Americans online. This is on the White House website. So, hey, it's a start, but, don't hold your breath, folks. His voice does take some getting used to, I will say. No, what brings me into into talking to people, I've always liked Godwinson's stuff. First of all, like we've never really talked or anything, but I've always liked Godwinson. So that's kind of how I got roped into this. I wouldn't even say roped in. That's how I found intrigue myself in this whole I don't know what you would call it, IBS 4.0, 5.0. Like what fucking iteration are we on these days? But hey, I said this once, and I think we could do it now. Now that there's enough momentum, chat, maybe we can make this happen. The Internet Bloodsports reunion show. No super chats, no moderation, but just a little bit of direction. Like maybe I can host it, so that way we can bring people in at different times, make it an event. Because think about it, Bloodapalooza was fucking stupid when the Kumite did it, because no one gave a shit about anyone there except for when Jim showed up. So in this case, you would just have blood feud after blood feud after blood feud. It'd be fucking glorious, folks. I'm telling you. And on top of that, it would bring promotion to people's shows. Say Tonky Time, say The Kill Stream, say Subcultured. And, now it's kind of a fledgling moment. And dare I say, a situation where we bring everybody together in one big fucking autism stream. People, especially if we took time to put it together, that would generate a lot of interest. A lot of interest, dare I say, in some of your shows. PPP has called you out in the Kinodrome. Oh, man. The Kinodrome. So, I felt bad for not being able to make it today. I wanted to try to make him a little graphic or something for OBS, because I noticed that he's not the most technically talented. I don't mean technically talented. I mean talented with technology, and that's kind of some of his charm. Make him like a logo or something. It'll take me like 10 minutes. Where the points reset, they were, but I made it so that way you gain like 1,000 points an hour, and then I think subscriptions. So if maybe if you unsub and resub, I don't know if that'll work, but it might net you some points. And then there's other shit. So eventually these points are gonna go up. I could probably look at it. Let's see. No, it's 500 an hour. No, let's go to 1,000. Offline payout is 100. Moderator bonus. Yeah, let's give our wrenches a little bit extra. Regular bonus. For being a regular, you get a bonus payout. 10,000 on sub. 10,000 on super chat. Yeah, that's not so bad. Extra incentivization, but everybody can still play. Yeah, MC Whammer, subscribe to the channel. See, hopefully that works. Janny corruption. It's the Janny competition show. This is where all the Jannies have to compete with one another to out Janny one another. Okay, so let's take a look at fucking Fauci's pitiful pitch. That should have been the name of the fucking stream. I'm gonna change that to Fauci's pitiful pitch.
Don't trust China. China is asshole.
No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I don't need to change it. Not sure if you guys saw this, but Fauci, the God Emperor of all that is true, the new Bill Nye the Science Guy, basically. He came out. Well, when I say the new Bill the Science Guy, Bill Nye the Science Guy. When I say the new Bill Nye the Science Guy, what I mean is the new Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let's see if I can bring this thing up here real quick. Give me a second. So first of all, here's a picture of Fauci enjoying his own personal game of Major League Baseball. Let's bring this up. Look at that. The entire place empty, except for Fauci. He gets to hang out and, you know, hang out without a mask. He doesn't need to wear it. Now, what I really liked, I think Tucker provided the clip of him defending himself.
But once Dr. Fauci thought he was off camera, the mask came off literally. Want to see hypocrisy in action? Look at this. Here's Dr. Fauci sitting within 6 feet of other people in a mostly empty stadium without wearing his mask. Ooh. Well, he was immediately called on this, but rather than copping to it and being honest, he acted like so many people in power do and scorned anyone criticizing him. Watch.
I think this is sort of mischievous with this thing going around. I had my mask around my chin. I had taken it down. I was totally dehydrated, and I was drinking water.
He was totally dehydrated, and he was drinking water. He was drinking water, chat. Do you see a glass of water in his hand? Do you see a glass of water sitting beside him? Is anybody there holding a drink? Nah, Fauci. It seems like, sounds like you're full of shit. And if you're lying about drinking a cup of water when you're clearly not drinking a cup of water, then why wouldn't you be lying about everything else? Why should I just assume now that you haven't been lying about everything? You know, you lied about the fucking water. You won't wear the mask. I bet this guy voted for Donald Trump. Hey, chat. There's a bottle of water beside him. Is there? Am I about to be made out to look like a fool? I see it. Yep, I see it. I swear to fuck I need to, like, wear my glasses. Well, you know something, chat? It's not in his fucking hands. And until I haven't seen one image of him drinking that water. For all I know, that could be the chick's water sitting to his left. I'm not going to believe it until I see those and see that fucking mouth drinking that water. Won't believe it, folks. The book and the album. Well, since you asked, where's my... Hold on. Let me serenade you for a second, chat. No, I won't sing to you, but I got a bass line. There's still the music in the background. Sorry. I'll play it a little bit. Yeah, anyway. So the album's coming along. Just making some things here and there. Just a nice little bass line I'm going to have for a thing I'm working on. I'm mostly putting together like a catalog of footage and music I can use for videos. I've been doing a lot of like background shit that no one gives a shit about. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue with this rather short clip of Tucker, but I think I made my point. I just want to hear him continue to fucking make excuses here.
Trying to rehydrate myself. And by the way, I was negative COVID literally the day before. So I guess people want to make a big of that. I wear a mask all the time when I'm outside, to pull it down, to take some sips of water and put it back up again.
You wear a mask all the time. Okay, first of all, he was totally dehydrated, chat. Totally dehydrated. This motherfucker was dying of thirst. If he didn't get a glass of water, he was going to pass out. Who's this guy? Are you kidding me? This is the leader of the Ministry of Truth, sir. How fucking dare you not recognize the face of all that is science? Do you disagree with science? Throw that scientific theory out the fucking window, chat. You're not supposed to come to your own conclusions. You're not supposed to determine a hypothesis and examine it and evaluate it for yourself. And no, what you're supposed to do is look to somebody who says, I'm a person of authority, and you throw away your book of entry logics 101 that says, isn't this an appeal to authority? No, you throw that shit out and you go, no, I worship the NHS, I worship Bill Gates, and I worship Anthony Fauci, because first of all, they're all rich, right? They're all wealthy, so of course they know more than us. They're successful, and second of all, they've been doing this grift for fucking decades. So clearly they're not con artists. Clearly they're not snake oil scientist coat-wearing charlatans that are peddling a fucking bullshit story telling you that the sky is fucking falling. Clearly that's not what's going on. The science religion is so fucking dumb because it falls into the same thing that religions fall into after enough time, where it no longer becomes about truth. It becomes about spreading the idea, spreading the cult some more. It becomes a dumb fucking cult where you're not, it's not that you're not allowed to dissent, but that you're disincentivized to speak against, right? Like I was criticizing this dude the other day. Let me turn down soundboard. I was criticizing this dude the other day in real life, and someone's like, well, that's just anti-science. No, I believe that you can evaluate things and determine how things affect one another in reality, right? Like science. What I don't agree on is the premise that all smart people agree on fucking anything, let alone everything. You couldn't get, folks, out of all people that are needlessly contrarian, it's always an intelligent person. You get two intelligent people to sit in a room, they'll fucking argue whether or not the sky's actually blue, or whether it's topaz or fucking indigo. They'll sit there and argue this shit until the end of time. And you know what they'll also do? They'll come up with some way to go like, well, we need some government money to investigate on whether or not the sky is fucking blue, or topaz, or turquoise, or whatever, right? They'll come up with different shades, and we need government money because we need science. Science is filled with needless fucking research into bullshit nobody cares about, and we all have to pay for it. Well, that's the thing about masks. What it has shown, and this is from their own data, and I'm paraphrasing, but if you were to go through my Twitter timeline, I've shared this all. I show sources. According to the World Health Organization, wearing a mask can prevent you from having the necessary amount of oxygen needed over the course of 1 hour. And that's just being in an air-conditioned room doing surgery on somebody. Imagine if you were lifting boxes in a fucking factory in the middle of summer. Curiously, there are no studies done on that. Weird, right? But they made sure to let us know how fucking hard it is to be a surgeon and wear a mask, and you can almost pass out if you wear it too much. You got to take it off every so often. Funny how they don't seem to bring that up. They don't bring up the fact that you're just breathing in your own fucking carbon dioxide all day. I'm sure there are no health risks associated with that. They just pretend that there's nothing to see here. They'll play the victim on one hand, and then when you try to use that same level of facts to debunk their narrative, they go, well, you're anti-science. Well, what if it says right here on this fucking box that it doesn't help at all? Well, the reason you have to wear this is in case you are sick. There's 2-week period where you can be passing that along. Okay. I see what this is. Okay. There's nothing you can say about that, right? Well, there's 2 weeks where you might be sick. Okay. All right. There's no arguing with these people. There's nothing you can do to change their mind. Everybody's made up their mind already. That's what's really frustrating, is either on either side. If you come up with a compelling argument, you can't sway it. Everyone has already decided. They've come to the conclusion they want to come to. And the worst thing you can try to argue against is somebody who wants to believe in what they're believing in. Gotta love it, man. So, yeah, let's take a look at his fucking pitch, because that, to me, was just pure entertainment. There we go. Let's watch this dude throw a fucking pitch. Throws the first pitch at his own baseball game. He got his own game. How cool is that? How fucking cool is that?
From Baseball 2020, we get a real good feel for tonight. And now one of the...
Oh, look at that, guys. We finally see him with a mask. Man, I guess maybe he does finally practice what he preaches. I thought he was a hypocrite.
Washington National fans.
Wow, man, if he does brain surgery like that, I mean, it might speak volumes about the entire culture we live in. Does he do brain surgery, or is he just a desk jockey? Who fucking knows? Let's take another look. Triumphant. Look at that. The fucking Chad Bird stance. Not giving a fuck. Let's do that again. Let's watch this American indulge in the great American pastime. Let's put that in half speed. Let's do this shit. All right, Fauci, make us proud, buddy. Make us proud. Oh, man, and look, the crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. Look at him. Look at him go fucking crazy in the stand. Oh, there's nobody there because no one else is allowed to go to a baseball game except for fucking self-important appointed fucking bureaucrats. They get their own fucking game, but we can't even go outside. We're not even allowed to have our jobs anymore, but these assholes get to have a fucking baseball game made just for them. You guys don't know this, but there's a hologram of fucking George Floyd back there somewhere, and he's cheering. He's really giving it all. Use English if you're going to insult the elite. Ukfe Athe? He was in the pool. There was shrinkage. What a pathetic pitch. Let's go one more time. Let's take a look at this great American. We'll slow it down one more. He winds up for the pitch. And, oh, looks like a 5-year-old girl could throw a ball better than that. Ooh. Yeah, touchdown. Lale lule lo. Lale lule lo. I've been on a Metal Gear kick today, actually. I was playing the very first one a little bit earlier. What is that's a Hall of Famer is right. Now, let's see if I can bring up this pitch here. This might look familiar. Some of you who grew up in a similar generation to myself has probably at one point seen this. But yes, Smithers is apparently no longer a fictional character. As you can see here, The Simpsons once again predicted this. Just weird. And speaking of The Simpsons predicting shit, I have another thing. Let me bring this up. Here we go.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
That is so...
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. The only moral thing to do is release a deadly virus into the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't been tested. Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in testing, but Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've got our deadly disease. Now, we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern.
The Center for Disease Disinformation. It's way too fucking accurate, chat. Like, who's writing the script for this fucking year? They need to chill the fuck out. Pardon my overuse of colorful language. I knew that baseball throw was going to be awful. I'm glad it was awful. If that dude threw a, 90-mile-per-hour fastball, I'd have been a little fucking salty. It's 2020 is plagiarism. That does seem to be what we're looking at, folks. That's right. Okay. So, from here. Did I read the George Floyd police transcripts? I'm pretty sure he OD'd. He said he was dying in the squad car and asked to go to the ground. He dropped himself to the ground. Well, he did have both fentanyl and methamphetamine in his system. He was speedballing. So it wouldn't be too surprising for me. Packwave donated $2 earlier, and I missed it. Thank you, by the way. How was work? It was good. It's been good. Although the closures are really jamming up our fucking game. So on the bright side, you might hear from me a little bit more on the show. To be quite honest with you, the reason I haven't been streaming that much, I haven't had much that I've really wanted to talk about. I don't want to bring up a show and then just sit here and hang out and read chat too much. I mean, occasionally it's nice to catch up with you guys and do all of that, but I don't want to be like, all right, every day I show up at the same time, we're going to just watch YouTube videos. I try to have a story I can tell or a game plan, something we can do. Okay, Wimming says he was more than speedballing. It's usually done with coke, which isn't as potent as meth. Yeah, and meth is god-awful. Just remove all media from your diet. I'm pretty much there, to be honest. I don't even really watch all that much YouTube, and I watch, no programming. Exactly, Anarchy. As long as it can be somewhat fresh, but... Alright, how's everything looking? Music's back. Microphone's good. Hold on just a second here. Oh, motherfucker. Guys, I gotta wrap up. This is a thing. I hate to do this. I gotta go. So, run the credits there. Fuck, I had like 12 stories. I was going to do like a 2-hour stream. Really sorry for wrapping things up, guys. I'll make it up to you. Shit just went down. So I'll see you later.